Welcome back to another video, Automate and Elevate, where we work with tax pros on saving them more time, serving their clients in a better way through using TaxDome and AI voice agents. And today we are going to be talking about how to create custom organizers in TaxDome. So picture this. So you might be currently chasing your clients to gather all of the documents that you need through email, right? And I can just imagine how painful that experience can be, right? They send you some documents, their W-2s, if they have a business, their P&L statements, or just any type of documents that they think that you might need. You receive that email, you get those documents, and come to find out, hey, they are missing documents. You need something else, right? And so now you are faced with this challenge of sending emails back and forth, trying to get the right documents that you need just so that you can do their tax return. Well, in TaxDome, you have the ability of creating a custom organizer where you are asking for them to upload all of their documents all at once. So you do not necessarily have to do the back and forth email tag of trying to get the right documents, right? You could get all of that the very first time you request for their documents. And so I am going to now in this next scene show you a full breakdown of how you can create a custom organizer in TaxDome. All right, so now let's walk through how you can create a custom organizer. So when you first open up your account in TaxDome, you will first open up your dashboard. Come down to the template section on this left-hand side, click Firm Templates, and then go to Organizer. Okay, now this is the screen that you will see right in front of you. Click the Create Template. All right, so now we are going to walk through how to enter in all of these fields. So template name, that's the name that you will see. Your client will not see this at all. So you might want to be generic with your naming or even as specific as you could be. But today I'm going to be generic. Okay, and then now we're going to do the organizer name, and this is the field that your client will see. So you definitely want to be specific here. I personally like to show the year and even the account name of the organizer that this organizer is for, so that they know which documents this organizer is requesting for. And my clients kind of like the same type of naming convention, okay? Of course, you do not have to do it this way, but this is what I like to do and my clients do as well, okay? Yes, everything okay? No, it's some on there. I'm in the middle of recording, so I'll just take a screenshot of it and then send it your way. It's there. Yeah, that's it for right now. That's fine. Blueberries, yeah, whatever. That's fine for right now. Okay. All right, bye. So if you click, what I like about TaxDome is that they have values that will be inputted based on what you select. So again, as I mentioned, I like to put the year in the field, right? So of course, in the tax industry, you always work on the year prior, right? And so in this case, I want to do last year. And then I also want to make sure I add their account name and then organizer. And so how that would read is 2025. And so the organizer name would be, well, let me even say that the account name on this would be maybe Sarah Jane. So it would be 2024 Sarah Jane Organizer. Okay, and then the next section here is now you are selecting which folder you want the documents to go in. So when your client is filling out this organizer and they are uploading documents, you want to direct where those documents go. So in this case, you want to make sure that you toggle this on. Customize destination folder for document uploads. You want to name the folder that you want it to go into. You can do those same values where maybe you want last year, like 2024 client documents. You can have that name. And while I'm here, right, this is the organizer settings. I want to make sure that anytime a document is uploaded into the account, maybe I want to be notified on that. And then of course they will do that as well. So they will get notified. I want to toggle automatically seal after submission. I want to toggle that off because what that means is once they are complete with this organizer, it will seal it off where they cannot make any updates after submission. So I actually want to turn that off because maybe they got their spousal information wrong or something like that, or maybe they uploaded the wrong document. So I want to make sure that's toggled off. And then lastly, I want to send them reminders. And what this is saying is days until the next reminder. So they will get one notification saying, hey, that your organizer is ready for you to get completed. And then in the next 3 days, it will send them another reminder to fill it out. And this is number of reminders. It's saying that it will only remind them one time. So maybe I want to send out 3 reminders. So it will send 1 reminder for every 3 days until they, unless they completed it beforehand. Okay, but if they completed it beforehand, of course, they will not send out any reminders. So this is good so that you do not have to send any follow-up email saying, hey, I have not received your documents. The system will take care of that on its own. All right, make sure you save it. And then now let's go into the organizer itself, right? Creating the meat and potatoes of it all. So this is the very first section, right? You might have a section where you are gathering the information of your taxpayer that you are working with. So it could be a spouse situation, it could be a single person, it could be any of that, right? So I am going to start filling it out. So this section, I'll just call it maybe personal information. And again, as I am setting this up, it will not be as detailed as you would probably like it to be, but I want you to pay attention to the fine details of some of these what I'm going to do here in creating this organizer, because I am also going to show you how you can set conditions to the organizer, where basically that means is if some of the sections doesn't have to show to the client based on certain information. So I will show that here in a minute. Okay, so let me just put in some information where you might want their full name, their address, their phone number, maybe even their filing status. That could be a radio button. So filing status, right? So are they doing single, head of household, married, married, filing jointly, married, filing separate. Okay. Alrighty, then you might even ask, oops. Okay, all right, so then You might want to create another. Oh, actually, before we move into the next section here, you might even want to ask to upload their driver's license. Okay, boom. Next, we'll create another section. This can be for their spousal information, and I am actually going to duplicate. Sorry, I'm going to duplicate this section because it's pretty much asking for similar information. I will just delete what I don't want. So this will be spousal information, spouse information. So spouse full name, spouse address. And I'm actually going to add a question here, because what if their spouse has the same address, same address as their other spouse, right? So I'm going to add a radio button, and I'm going to slide that up here at the top where it asks, do you have the same address as your spouse? Yes or no. Okay, and so if they click yes, they have the same address, then I don't want them to see this question here. So I'm going to set a condition on that. So do you have the same address as your spouse? If they click yes, if they click no, they don't have the same address. I'm sorry, do they if they don't, if they click no, then the answer will show. Okay. And then an extra little added bonus here, TaxDome, you're able to update the CRM based on their selection. So you can, if they do have a different address, then you can update that within the CRM. Okay. And I actually forgot to save it, so I got to go back, do that all over again here. Sorry, I got to go back here, do it all over again. I clicked the wrong question. So no. Okay. And then I want to update the street address. Awesome. Okay. So now, as you can see here, you know that you have updated the conditions based off of these tags here. Okay. And then next, of course, I don't need this information there, so I can delete that. And the rest of the information is for the spouse. So let me update these fields. So spouse phone number and spouse driver's license. Okay. And now I want to set a condition on this section. Okay. So that means I want this section to only show when somebody clicks on either married filing status, or you can add another condition, or they do married filing separate. Okay, so if anybody selects those two, then the spouse information will populate. Okay. See, so as you can see here, going back to the personal information, that's how you can tell that section has a condition on it. Okay, so the next section I'm going to be creating is income source. And I am going to create check boxes because maybe somebody has more than one income source. And so the first one is going to be a W-2 earner, business income, rental property, Social Security. I mean, the list goes on and on. Dividends, right? Okay, the list goes on and on. But for this example of this video, here are just some of the income sources. Next, I'm going to create a section that's for the employer income. Who is the employer? Name of employer. Maybe annual income. And then now you want W-2. Please upload W-2. And I want to make sure that this section is allows the client to repeat it, because maybe the client has more than one W-2. So I will allow that to happen. I also want to put a condition on here on this section when somebody clicks W-2 earner. So they will only see this section if they click W-2. Next, the section will be business income. All right, so name of business, business EIN, if applicable. Then I can ask a question like, do you have a P&L statement? Yes. No. Next, I'm going to ask them to upload the P&L. And now I'm going to set a condition on that question. So if they say yes to do they have one, then they will be able to see that question of uploading the P&L. Okay, the next one we can do is rental property income. And let me actually go back to the business income and make sure that it's repeatable. Boom. Okay, so now I'm going back to the rental property income. You want to ask for the rental address. Did you receive any rental? Well, the answer is yes, they received rental income, because they would not have. Said that they did. So please upload rental income form. Okay, and that's where that they will see the rental income. Then you want to set a condition on this section that asks for if they did receive any rental income. Okay. Alrighty, and then here, as I am double checking myself, I was seeing if I did the exact same for business income, and I did not. So I want to set a condition on that as well. Income source, go to business income. Okay, so now you see how you can create a very customized organizer in TaxDome. All right, so now you just saw how you can create a custom organizer in TaxDome. If you got any value from just that live demo there, please give this video a thumbs up. You can even share your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to share dialogue with you, understand where you are coming from. Let's do that all in the comments down below. And then lastly, subscribe to the channel. Right, that helps us bring more great content and help you tax pros on how you can utilize TaxDome into your business, and even how you can bring AI voice agents into it as well. All right, so I will see you all in the next video.